Hello, how are we all? How's it going? Hello Chad, hello Marcus, hello Scott, hello Alex, Keel. Goodness me, hello, haven't seen your name in a while. Andrew and Mitch, look, everybody's here. Now, hang on, is it It's Sparky. I'm sorry, I think I called you Sparkle last time. My font, I'm very old, I have very small font. Trains, Alex Keel, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Alex Keel. Alex Keel is one of the other people who worked on the original. Let's see if I can. I don't know the name of the website. Is it? I don't know. No, that's not it. Anyway, oh, you can't even see my screen. So, for all you know, I got the web address perfect. Hang on, I got to turn on noise reduction for my keyboard. Click. Let's do this. Hello, welcome everybody. Let's see, there's a thing. Here it is. This is the original, which I'm sure you've all seen by now, but we are always graced with the presence of Scott Holden, who did wonderful work on this. But tonight, special guest, Mr. Alex Keel, who also worked on this. It is still there. There is a slightly more polite version as well here, where I tweaked the collision detection a bit. Yeah, no, that's all rubbish now. This is what we're talking about. Look at this. Look at this beautifulness. Thank you to Mr. Scott. 4, 1, 2. Look, I love how they go slowly when you put two of them there. They're just dancing. Mr. Scott Holden put this wonderful track in the Discord this evening, and it's just glorious. If you want to hang out and talk about trains or use emojis that look a lot like these tracks, feel free to join the Discord. We have a Discord. I don't know. Oh, in fact, nope, that was not that. Yes, I have no idea what I was going to say. Welcome everybody, good evening. Welcome Mitch, did I get to undo? Sorry, if I didn't, I apologise. Welcome in, Adrian, everybody's here, this is great. We should do some work, I guess. That's the music, not too loud. Darren, hello. Welcome. Well, look, let's pretend that I did, and we'll move on. What are we doing? What do we have to do? These 3 pull requests are interesting. This one I haven't looked at yet. This one I broke. Sorry. I will look at one day. That's a nice thing. This one, I don't think we need this anymore, right? So if you didn't see, actually I can go here. I'm gonna have Inception just a second. Mute. Did I get it? I got it. Oh my god, it's me! Hello, me. From like 7 seconds ago. Wait, we're gonna wait for myself to wave to myself. Hey, here it is. How do I find where's the videos? I don't even know how to navigate Twitch. Does anyone know what this thing does? I did a stream on the weekend, which is weird. But if you want to watch it, you can. Nope, up there. This one. It's not on YouTube because it's pretty unstructured. But essentially, what I did was fixing all of the threading issues. So everything should now work really fantastically. Like, look how nice this looks when you resize the window. It doesn't move at all, or you drag things around. And in general, performance is better. The tracks never really seem to miss a beat, even if you have heaps of tracks on the screen. So I'm super happy with where the game is at. So if anyone wants to watch, go for it. But yeah, no functional changes. Talking about roofs and figuring out what tools I want from my dad's shed. Oh, thank you for the link, Mitch. I didn't even notice. Roofs. What are you doing to your... Are you renovating a roof? Are you building a roof? This music is too loud. I am building a house, but I have the forethought to pay other people to do it for me. It's still nice to have, but you can wait till we run into other issues with the collision detection. Collision detection? I thought... Why are you over there, browser? I thought that was the... Wasn't that the fix for the flashy while you resize-y bit? I'm confused. You've built a roof. Someone who is building a house paid you to do it for them. Oh, wow, excellent. Congratulations. I like building stuff. I'm much better building stuff for other people. I'm terrible building stuff for myself. Oh, was it a problem with the collision detection? I thought the problem was that the train stopped when you resized the window. Oh, it was to do with the look ahead stuff. Right, I see. Very good, very good. Your dad has your tin snips, and they are really good ones. Fun enough, I have my dad's tin snips. My father, my brother-in-law, and me have essentially a communal tool chest, which is spread throughout our 3 houses. And so there's invariably a Loika's like, do you have them? No, do you have the? Oh, maybe he's got it. Anyway, it's very good you built a roof. Do you build decks? I need a deck and a driveway and something built eventually, probably a retaining wall. Whisk snips, as opposed to tin snips. I don't know. Okay. So, I think what we're going to do tonight is make use. This looks great. I really like the trains, the spelling. But we have all this code in here that knows how to render trees, and we're not using it. And I think we should fix that. So I think we shall have a tree tool, and we shall add trees because it'll be interesting. We don't need to draw the trees, but we do need to work out where to put them and how to save that and all of that sort of thing. I want to build a deck, and I will do a retaining wall for my parents' driveway. Excellent. I have built a deck, not for myself, because as I said, I'm good at, building things for other people, but I do want to build a deck. I mean, I have built a deck, and I will need to build another one. Good for global warming. Good for global warming? Is the retaining walls good? No, that doesn't make sense. Deck, roofs are good for global warming. Trees are good for global warming. Thank you. Yes, that's very true. Oh dear. Oh really? Your dad's a builder. Cool. My dad's a programmer, but everything I've done is an offsider of him. No, that's not true. I like being handy. It's fun. Keep up there. Shut up, Alex. The stream is supposed to derail. This is what streams are about. Streams are about interacting with chat. This is the bit I like. I just sit here mindlessly writing code while other people chat, and then I chat, and it's so fun. So I'm going to make a class. See? Watch, look, I'm talking about the code now. A few seconds delay in the UK. Oh, trust me, there's a few seconds delay everywhere, including... It's not just you. Tree. Now, see, question number 1. Trees pose a problem. Hey, thank you for following Pete Codes. Oh, and thank you for following NOJJ02, who followed yesterday. I wasn't streaming yesterday, but thank you for following anyway. Welcome in, Pete Codes. If you're hanging out, hello. So trees live at the same level as tracks, because if I have a tree here, I can't put a track there, right? So it raises some interesting questions. Do we store trees in the same storage? Are trees a form of track, or rather do they have a common ancestor? Do we store them separately? Do we have things, I don't know. So we need to think about that. But I'm pretty sure I don't want the track renderer to render the trees, so we're going to have a tree renderer. Or nature renderer? Maybe we'll go with nature renderer because, well, Scott made this folder called nature, so we'll go with that. Foliage, shrubbery. Isn't that a Monty Python thing? Are you a shrubbery? I think that's a Monty Python thing. Is that a Monty Python quote? Ah yes, the Nazi saying knee. Very good, very good. Fetch us a shrubbery. A shrubbery. Fetch us a shrubbery as well. We'll have both. Very good. This can be a cacheable. Cacheable? I gotta fix up the namespaces. I gotta fix up cacheable. Come on. Cache. Really? Nothing? This one. Cacheable. Oh, see? Namespaces. Ugh. Maybe I should just spend 2 hours fixing code. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I mean, not spend 2 hours, but I'm just gonna just quickly go away. Awesome. Come on, build. This worries me. I upgraded, so we're on, is it preview 6? That about screen. Yes, preview 6 came out today. If you haven't upgraded, I don't know what's in it, but go for it. And, oh no, this will be because I've got, see, there should be errors there. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. I guess not. I would have thought that changing that namespace would have given me some errors, but there you go. We learn something new every day. Alright, so what is this doing? We need to worry about that later. Enabled is definitely true, oops, by default. Name is nature. Alright, and then renderer. Yeah, so this is one thing I did last week, where all the render methods now have a pixel mapper passed to them. The theory being every frame that is drawn, the viewport can't move out from under it, which is awesome. But this is another item of cleanup, because this pixel mapper, like, I can adjust the viewport. It has no effect on the game, but it has an effect on the layers next that are drawn next, and like it's just a terrible system. Like it's thrown away at the end of this frame, but that really should change. That really should, I don't know, somehow change. But I kind of figure that's boring to watch, so I'm going to save you from it. Okay, so what do we need here? Well, we need our free renderer, if nothing else. And we're going to need some storage. Use C#9 records. Ooh! Now that is a good idea. Use C#9. Oh, do I have anything I can quickly change to a record now? I don't think I do. Darr. Curse my meaty code. Rectangle. That could be a record. I'm just gonna have a file with one line in it. Oh wait, hang on. We gotta do this. We're gonna try. Oh my god, this is so slow. Yes, trees are immutable because we have no wind to mute them, mutate them. See, I thought of a funny thing, and now the moment is gone because Visual Studio is annoying. That's not where I put things. Who wants to have a guess at what console app number I'm up to? Oh, 257 apparently. Well, that's just annoying. It cheated. Should have waited till I typed in the H. So, yeah, I'm not going to make that a record. So we have a tree renderer. Alright, where do we store trees? Essentially, there's two options. So we have an eye track layout, I believe. Oh good, my thing is here. Just checking. If this compiles, this is the world's smallest C# program now. 1 character. I'm shamelessly stealing this from Scott. Yes, it works! Huzzah! Ta-da! Executable code. I have written the world's smallest C# program. Wait, does it actually... What do you make an empty file? Ah, it fails. Excellent. Wait, we should totally do this. What do we do? Where was there? Publish single file. Yes. Let's go. Should we go publish ready to run? That'll make it a little bit bigger. All right. No, I'm not going to do that. I think it's like around 120 meg. World's smallest C# program. All right. Let's not do that. Let's be serious. Serious. Right. So, arguments for and against storing trees and tracks in the same file. Let's have a think about this. So, a pro, you know what? Let's make this easier on myself. A pro is, well, it's just that everything's easy. I kind of like. Okay, let's list the cons. Storing trees and tracks together. So the cons are track renderer and tree renderer need to filter. So both the track renderer and the tree renderer would be going through the same list of things, and they need to say, oh, I care about you, I don't care about you. I do have to design ASCII art for trees. That's a very good point. Actually, that's a problem. I think my ASCII art renderer is not one for this world. Yes, so this is essentially the question. Do I make things... There's two approaches. I can make everything an I entity, store it all together. I guess I could use some fancy DI maybe to do the filtering automatically. Otherwise, if I don't do, I'm not doing pros and cons anymore. The alternative to iEntity is having them separate, having a separate tree layout, but then what needs to happen is the tool, the track tool, when it checks and says, hey, there's no track here, it also needs to know to check, hey, is there a tree here? But that actually might not be bad, because it needs to check every layer under the layer that it cares about. So if it asked the tree renderer, hey, do you care? And it said yes or no. And then under that is, you know, the happiness layer, and it just always says no, and the grid layer always says no. I kind of don't mind that. It's kind of like a little bit elegant maybe, where each layer owns its stuff. I don't know. Let's do this. We're gonna do this scientifically. Vote. Vote in the chat if you have an opinion, even if you don't. Should we keep them together, keep them separate? What do we think? Marcus votes for 1, keep everything together. I'm just going to say, if there's only 1 vote, I'll totally take that as a majority. That's fine. Scott, also good. 2 to nothing so far. What is the traditional thing? It's like herring. I think that's the Whirlpool Forum's traditional third option. Few results. Should I post this on Twitter? You've already voted, Scott. Sorry. I think I can do a poll or something, can't I? Like poll something. No, that didn't work. Alright, fine. Everyone wants iEntity. Okay. So this is no longer a track layout then. Does Scott get 2 votes? No. Why does Scott get 2 votes? I don't think he should get 2 votes. Just because he's the sole benefactor of this channel. Well, Darren was too slow. Darren didn't vote, but I mean, hey, lots of people didn't vote. I didn't vote. Nepotism. You know he's not my son. I mean, just because I'm old enough to be his father, maybe. Okay, so iTrack layout needs to be an IEnumerable of entities, and this is now an entity layout. Interestingly though, if we're going with entities, a train is also an entity, and it also has a column and a row. It's just a movable entity. So these are kind of iStatic entities, I guess. Which is fine. We can have an iStatic entity class, I guess, or interface. I do wonder how the, we can't use DI to filter them, I don't think. Because essentially, so let's make this environmental entities. Obviously now you get, is tracks part of the environment? I mean, they're very man-made. What if we have a bulldozer tool that can, crush trees? I don't know what to call this now. iStatic entity collection? I mean, it's what it is. I call it a collection. It's not really a collection, but iGround thing is definitely where my brain first goes, I'll admit that. So this has to take in the iStatic entity collection. It would be lovely to be smarter than this and somehow say, hey, I only want tracks, I'm sorry, in this case, trees, but tracks with 0 numbers of trees. That would solve my ASCII art dilemma. Dear. That's pretty funny. Yeah. So there is a way I could do this, interestingly, which I thought of the other day. So this is a non-generic interface, obviously. I could tag this with some attribute that I haven't written yet, and then that could generate, using a source generator, another interface that is the, if you like, strongly typed one. So I could do that. I don't quite know whether that's a good idea or not. So I think I'll start off without it, because I suspect that just means I'm going to be still sitting here 2 hours from now having done nothing. So let's go with this. Yeah, I'm not convinced about the named entity, but anyway. Let's create this. Let's get rid of some more namespaces. Oops. Alright, so this, I mean, I guess it should inherit from entity, because entity is where we put our column and our row. I just hit F5 to run trains and refresh the stream by mistake. Well, thank you. You probably count as an extra viewer now, and I appreciate you. And then a static entity, well, I guess it has nothing special about it. So it's a bit sad, but there you go. Cool. And then this is an iStatic entity. Actually, is there a reason I can't make this of T? Yes, I don't want it to be of T. That would be silly. I'm not thinking. I could create a helper, I think. No, I can't. Never mind. What are you doing, Alex? No! Don't work. Stay here and claim it as a tax deduction somehow. Do you still work for the company that I think you... do you still work for Nintendo? I can go get my Switch if it helps. It can be like, if I put this here, if I put the Switch, does that count as marketing? And we're out of chai tea. Nintendo, you do. Excellent. I'll go get my Switch. It'll totally count as work. You'll be fine. Hang around. Let me... I hate it when I do this. I should have renamed this method first. But I haven't. Oh, set track. See, now that's a problem. Actually, it's probably not, because it's only used to load, so that's fine. This is a problem. We now need a static entity to add. That's fine. Toggle tracked. Ugh. That just has to go. No two ways about it. The items. No, entity, I guess. I love it. So what we have here is compiler-driven development, which is, I could call this list change. In fact, there is an official list change event, but that's just silly. Collection change. Compiler-driven development. If this list is not full now, I'll be very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. 1 second. Why is this not full of errors? I just literally removed a class. C# advanced. Do that. What else are we doing? Do that. Error outlining mode. No, I don't mind outlining. Oh, no, it's not here yet. There's a new feature that just got merged, and it's a checkbox that goes above this one. Very interesting. Very interesting. Keep an eye out. Alright, let's see. iStatic entity collection. What's wrong with that? That probably just needs a using statement. Excellent. And we will create and assign that fella. Alright, so I guess here what we're doing, well, what we're going to have to do here is go for each tree. No, we can go var tree in collection, and we can just go old type. Which is not the worst code in the world. So I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, it would be lovely if we could just inject this and say, yep, hello, I need a thing, but that'll do. Alright, we need a nature folder in here. We need a tree. And a tree is a static entity. Awesome. Ew, God. Ooh. Okay. Whoop. So we have our trees. Oh, did that add a namespace? Hang on. Where's my tree gone? Ah, stupid namespaces. That should compile, right? Oh no. Ah, I found the errors, everybody. They were here. Only 92 of them. Okay, so a track layout. We'll do this the old-fashioned way. The track layout is an iStatic entity collection. Hey, the Grumpy Game Dev, welcome. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. 16 viewers, my goodness. How generous of you. Welcome. Let me show you what I'm working on. Yes, trays. Lurk away, Grumpy Game Dev. Thank you. Of course, it doesn't compile because I'm silly and I've broken the entire thing. Oh no! Wait. Are you a shrubbery? That's not what I wanted to say. I did fix another problem. I worked out why GitHub wasn't showing the release on the main screen. I can now show you that. It's because it doesn't show pre-releases. So I decided, executive decision, this is not a pre-release anymore. That doesn't mean it's finished, I promise. I'm going to click that button and run that game once it finishes downloading, which is in about 400 years because I live in Australia. But welcome in, Raiders, welcome along. Hope you enjoy. I am refactoring the world in order to add trees. This try-get thing. I think this should be a generic method. There, I said it. Because that definitely needs... Oh, the pin. That definitely needs some help. Where's my class gone? Oh, lost it. What the? Where did... Oh, I didn't rename it. See, it would help if I renamed the file. This definitely needs a... Yeah. I think we're going to have... Oh, can I have a thing that differs by generic parameter? I probably can't, right? That can't be nullable. Okay, it hasn't complained yet. I don't really understand how that will work. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. And then this is where T is a nice static entity. I can't imagine how this will work. Why can't I mark that as null? Must be a known value type or non-null reference type. Well, it is. Okay, well, fine. We'll add a class in there. Oh yeah, I guess an interface doesn't mean it has to be a class. I don't see how they could possibly work. Because over here, here we are. Yes. No, track from static entity. Oh, well, I can fix that. How is this not an ambiguous reference? That's what I want to know. Wow, it's not. I guess because I'm specifying that. And if I didn't specify that, yeah, okay, and that's an out parameter. So it probably doesn't do generic type inference on an out parameter, I'm guessing. That's interesting. I mean, I'm glad it works. I'm surprised, but I'm glad. Very tricky. Get aboard the release train. We're still downloading, Mitch. I'm in Australia. Okay. See, now this one. Which one's this one calling? Wow, this one's calling the generic overload. That is very surprising. Very surprising. Hello, Roman. Welcome. Welcome in. Welcome along. Welcome to all of the fun of breaking things. This is got to be renamed because it's not that anymore. Why is it in tests? Oh, this isn't even needed anymore, is it? That's a strongly typed thingy. Yeah, I don't even need that. I'll wake it. Very smart, the Roslyn team. They are very smart. You're right. Everybody but me on the Roslyn team is extremely smart. I can't even say it. Oh, there's so many errors, so many horrible things. Irony rule of track. No, this is an irony rule of static entities. And you need to change as well. Oh my goodness. Who decided that I should do this? That's what I want to know. Breaking things is pretty much our job. But you know what? I think that needs... We're just going to leave that there. That's what we're doing. We're breaking things. Error-driven development. Exactly. Exactly. I did actually say that just before you came in. That's exactly what it is. This is also one of them. Can I create it? Right? Yeah, I guess I can. It's in Bureau. Read tracks. No. Everything is broken. I'm just gonna call it read. Oh my god. Okay, so let's see. It is 9:07. Who wants to take bets as to when we get the first working compile after breaking the world? Hello, are you happy now? Thank you. Dear. Darren, are you working on storage, or have you given up on that? Static entity set 1:17 AM. Full solution compile. Yeah, tests is questionable as to whether we bother, but I don't want to check it in with broken tests. So yeah, probably full solution. It's got to be. Gosh, all of this for trees. I hope the environment is happy. Codex. I'm so tempted to just comment out all this stuff. But I know I shouldn't. Hey, at least it's already called in code. Not in code tracks. Who decided that silly name? Goo. That should work, that should work, that should work. Excellent. Trees, inaccessible due to its... Well, that makes sense. Have an eye tree. You did the easy part. Yes, well no, you did the hard part. Just like, this is easy. This is the easy part. It just so happens to be the tedious part. But it's pretty easy. So we're gonna do, oh god, what do we, okay, so if we can get any kind of entity, which is what this is entities. So if we get any kind of entity, well, I don't know what to do about this. So we're just gonna comment that one out for now. Oh, and that one, oh god. Okay, no, I can fix this. I can fix this. I can fix it. It's okay. We're gonna do this. In fact, let's do the old T trick again. T is I static entity. And we'll say it's class just because we want pullability. So that's cool. This is not all co-pass to value. That's cool. We don't want to do that. Oh dear. Tracks have a reference to their layout. Why do tracks have a reference to their layout? Because they're not constructed via DI. Wow, this is a big change. Boy, am I tempted to... Yeah, to calculate neighbours, but because they're not constructed by DI, so they can't be injected. I mean, this can always... yeah, I could just add a method to the static entity to say, you know, set whatever. I guess I will have to do that for now, but whew, boy, could that be improved. Do trains have a reference to the game board? That's the question. They do not. Okay. So in that case, it doesn't need to go on entity, it can go on static entity. So we are going to call this set owner. Sure. Let's do that. Alright, so if we get a track, we return it, and then the caller of this is going to have to call set best track direction. And then you can't do that, so we will do that. A bit horrible, but presumably that can't be null. Ha. Oh, this is annoying. I'm just sad, really. Okay, so then I also wonder how much problem this is going to be, because at the moment every track is cloned, and this is not going to be cloning tracks now, which could be a problem. So we will do that. We will do that. We'll do that 3 different ways just to annoy the editor. No. Okay. And then we add our track to our list and we return it so that the caller can do set next best direction. And then this is now a problem. This is a problem. Okay, I think that works. This doesn't work though. This works. Oh, this code is terrible. I hate it already. How do you know which set best direction to call? Oh yeah, they're different. It's a very good question. So firstly, let me say, I won't be surprised if it doesn't matter. And if this true or false parameter doesn't have much effect anymore, but I also can't remember what it was there for. There might be tests, maybe, if we're lucky. Oh, refresh neighbors as well. Oh. This is okay. We definitely need to think about this more. So I think what we need is to have a method here that says refresh, and a method here that says refresh, but you've just been, well, I mean, I guess we can just pass the boolean in, right? Yeah, okay, that's actually, that is not the worst thing in the world. It means a tree, if you click on a tree, it could change into a different type of tree. Is the name static entity lying here? Static in that it doesn't move, not static in that it doesn't change shape. So it's like a kind of dynamic, but kind of static, but maybe not. And then, so we don't need to return the track anymore, so that's good, because now we can get rid of all this nonsense, because this nonsense made things painful. And this can just be this. Yeah, I think that works. Excuse me. Kind of. Track is not null. What are their preferred? Oh, go away. Color code. Okay, and so then now this one needs to be something like, you know what? Haha, let us cheat. Set owner null, and I'm just gonna do that so I remember. Yeah, okay. So tracks are going to know when they've been added to collections, when they've been refreshed, and when they've been removed. That's not the worst thing in the world. This passing in null here is just, what is it? Not first time? Second time? Subsequent? Already existed? I'm going to do that, and I'm going to swap these around, and then you watch me forget to change the code. Yeah, this is a little dodge. It might be nicer to just have an explicit, hey track, you've been removed, do something. And in fact, I guess you could then have this be an explicit, hey, you've been added. Well, this is really, you've been added. Huh. Yeah. Okay, maybe think about that. Okay. Nope, wrong one. And then, this is interesting. We don't need to do any of this, do we? No. But we should call add. But add is going to fire this event. Okay, so we need to do that. Yes. I've also just seen a problem. So this is add. This is initialize entity. No, it's not store entity. Darren, what do you plant? Plant. I think it's only one plant. Thank you, Scott. I completely forgot. So we are going to store our track at track.column, just.go track. I guess we don't need that, do we? Yeah, we do. Okay. So that's going to take care of that. This is collection change. This one, reevaluate happiness. Okay. Okay. What does set best direction do? Ignore happiness. Right. Yeah, that's a separate thing. So that means we would now need this refresh to take a tri-state boolean. Oh dear. Oh dearie dearie me. This is a problem. This is a problem. You know what I can do though? I can just store happiness. This was always a bit of a hack. This was a bit of a hack because the ASCII art can't store happiness. So we could, yes, a Boolean question, a boo. This is stored in a boo. Yeah, this was always a little bit of a hack, this reevaluate happiness stuff. It was because the ASCII art couldn't nicely store happiness. But the ASCII art can't store trees either. So emojis. I guess if you had every cell take up 2 characters. Yeah, I should probably just admit a sad defeat and get rid of the ASCII art. A plant has enough water if it tells you. Have no idea. I have a black thumb. Oh, Darren. Oh, Darren. Ladies and gentlemen, in the chat right now, you will notice Darren, a man who does not have children because he's saying that kids crying is a good thing. Oh dear, cried like babies. So my youngest son turned 6 today. Also, you know, cried a bit because it's still going. Alright, I'm going to get rid of this. Oh my god, this game is so broken now. This is ridiculous. There is no way this works at all. I'm definitely not tracking this in. This entirely has to go onto the track. Okay. This is an static entity. And then now we need a public full try get. You know what? I can't be bothered typing it out. I'm just going to do this magic. We need one of these. Oh, look at this interestingness. Ah. See? Aha. Here is the problem. I think. No? Maybe not. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. It's just complaining about. Why are you complaining now? Nullability of reference types in type parameter entity. Blah 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 blah. Doesn't match. Yes, it does. Doesn't it? I thought it did. Okay, hang on. What do we call our this one? Question mark? Oh right, not null and true. Is that the problem? That's interesting. So this isn't a compile error, yet when it generated the method down here, it did so explicitly. Very interesting. One of my jacaranda saplings turned a lighter green than the others because it was distressed. I do not... Yeah, I don't do plants. My wife and I actually both pretty much have black thumbs. Although my wife has, I think, 4 plants that she's just about keeping alive. Maybe. Yep. That is totally cool. I think this is the extension here. Nope. Where's my dictionary extension? Somewhere. Utilities? No, it's not in utilities. It should be. Can I do this generically too? Probably not. Okay, cool. Only 274 errors to go. So, look, why don't you guys leave and come back tomorrow? I'll still be here. It's going from trains the game to trains the game engine. What do you mean going to be? It is. It was. No, it's not going. It always was. Hang on. I have very clearly elucidated my thoughts on this before. Excuse me while I bring up my past tweets here. But how am I going to find a tweet? Do you like I could search for it? How good do you reckon Twitter search is? Yeah, this one. This tweet is because of trains.net. This was already on its way to being a game engine and pretty much now a graphics engine too. Yeah. Oh dear. Excuse me. Do. I'm getting over it. Tree. Sorry, don't care yet. Ooh, trees could know about their neighbors and form big shrubs. Good plan. Let's not get distracted. Does not implement interface member remove. No, it doesn't. Woods. Tests. Can I just delete all the tests? Would that be so wrong? I mean, they're not helping anyone, are they? Can I do that? Oh, what do I need? Track layout. Excuse me. Oh no, I have a track layout. Oh, I'm gonna hate it. Oh, I hate it. I can't even do the cool alt thing trick. Seriously, tests. Like, do they help anyone ever? I just... Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. No, I really should write more. That's my problem, is I don't write enough. Unload the tests. Well, that'll just fool me into a false sense of security, but I tell you what, I might. How many errors do we have? Okay, there's quite a few in the tests. Alright, bye-bye tests. Bye-bye. Thank you tests. Thank you service. Bye. These ones already take too long. Take too long to run? Ah, dear. Using directive is unnecessary. I want this one. I'm going to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to run it for the whole solution. Yes, I don't care. What could you do? Add errors to the error list? Ha! Good luck. 18 errors. We're going well. We are going well. Alright, we need to implement some methods. That means we need to remember what they do. So, that's already done. Oh, I can get rid of this constructor, and I could have fixed my tests even more easily. Oh dear. Okay, so track layouts is collection, and now this one we call set best track direction, and we pass in not just added. That's right, I remembered. Performance test takes 30 seconds-ish. That's not bad. This visually needs to be not read only. Is that really the only thing I need to do? Wow. Yeah, I don't want that anymore. Okay, let's just go through and remove some nulls. But, oh, whoops. There was a bug I didn't fix. I track codec. Oh, right. Sure. Good. What's wrong? Oh, okay, that's just an overload. Whoops. Your codec is presumably not going to work because it's only got directions and now it needs types. Oh, this is going to be fun. Alright, anyway, how are we going with the error list? That's okay. We can do that. That doesn't make anything bad, I don't think. And we go do this one. Ah yes, toggle track. Okay. Toggle track. So what we are doing here is we are going to remember what toggle track did. That's what we're doing. Where's my toggle track? Did I rename this class? I don't think I did. Track, that's a renderer. Track layout. Okay, so okay, we can do this. If we remember where the code is here. So we go if track layout dot get and we can call track dot toggle. The event will be interesting. Try toggle. And so try toggle says if this has an alternate state, throw a fancy track builder at it. Need a new track then set owner. Yes, that will be annoying, but yeah, that's easy enough to do. The extension method or a just a helper method. So that does the toggle, but then we also need to fire the event. So I'm gonna have to add a method to this. So if track layout, nope. Raise. Yeah. I mean, I guess realistically, track should probably implement iNotify property changed, and then etc. etc. But never mind. Raise changed. Okay, that works. Cinemaking race collection chase an event. Ah, funny. All right, that's that needs to be a new track. We need a track factory, something shocking. Oh, can I not think about the can I just problem solved. Game storage. Oh yes. Oh no, we have a track serializer. Oh yep. Yep. It's all gonna be horrible. How come I named these ones right and I didn't? That I fixed. That what have I done here? Right. Oh yes, right tracks. Yeah, see, how come I named these ones badly and then the other ones right? Weird. Hey, look, it's trees! Are we down to the last error? Kind of, almost. I'll sort this out later. Type of for the win. Oh yeah, that's true. That's a good point. That's a good point. Yes. Yes, we can just not codify these yet. So we can go type rack. Yes, very good point. Thank you, Scott. We can cheat. And then this one is a static entity. And we can do the same trick, I'm guessing, wherever direction is here. Is there. That is fine. Tracks. First or default. What's wrong with that? Oh, crap. Oops. It should be a var, surely. No. And then we have, yeah. So we'll do the same trick. And put that back. All right. I think. Is that it? Is that it? What does this return? Yeah, I remember. Cannot invert. What? Oh, whoops. Changed the wrong thing. Deserialize. What? Does not have the. Oh, whoops! I didn't change the. This one. I think we're green. All right, who's ready for this? You know, Raiders, if you're stuck around waiting to see what we're building until now, I really applaud you. Hey, it's only 9:35. I mean, this is presumably going to crash and die a horrible death. But we'll see. Hey, my download finished. Oh, I forgot about my download. Oh, look, I even closed the web browser. Oops. Oh dear. Come on, building. It's building. Yay. Get is dirty. Oh yeah, right. I better finish him. That's right. About 4 years ago, we started implementing a new class called Tree. No, called Tree Renderer. Tree Layout Renderer. Hang on. Close all but this. And then find the tree. Nature Renderer, that's the one. And we're going to return. Oh, let's just return true because I'm not going to worry about caching just yet. So I think this should load the trains written out track successfully. Maybe. Wow, that actually wasn't as bad as I thought. Other than that, which, you know, look, I'm not going to say it's a perfect game, but it's pretty close. Can I draw? No, I can't. Yeah, that, yep. Okay, so there's some bugs. Let's... What's wrong with the track tool? Looks fine. What's wrong with the train tool? It presumably checks for a train. This needs to check specifically for a track. I wonder why it's not working. It's going to be something obvious, that's for sure. But it's kind of surprising it's not. There's no possible way to get trees into the storage yet. So I can't see what problem they would be having. Perplexing. Track tool. Oh, the track previewer. Maybe. Let's see if we can work out why the trains aren't... This method is not implemented. Try get. Look at that. Why does it think that... Is that a function? That's not a function point. That's not a function. That's a... What the... Track layout. Yeah. Oh, right. So I have a hunch I know why that's not implemented. Oh dear. Okay. So we're basically gonna go... See, now what happens... I really don't understand how this is gonna work. Var entity as T. That's not what I want. Not return. I want... that, and we want to go... we do that, and we go return entity... No. What? I don't even know what I'm doing. There we go. Follow my own code. Get rid of that, sure. How is that not a recursive method? No, it is. Yeah, it is. It is calling the T overload. So I guess I need to say iStatic entity. Oh, I want this as T at the end here. I'm just completely forgetting what a try get method does. Static entity, and we're gonna go entity. Yeah, okay, this is it. Entity as T, and then we return entity doesn't equal null. So is this now calling the right overload? Or is it still doing generic type inference? Converting null, literal or possible null value. What? Okay, fine, I will annotate you. Okay, that looks like it's calling the right overload. That is bizarre, because this also matches this, but I guess it's not as good a match. Who am I to argue? Who am I to argue? Oh, interesting. So there's 3 references to this. Yeah. Train. Hey, trains move. Whoops. Moved the wrong way. But look. Oh. Anyway, so that works. Okay, let's see. Hey, tracks move. So it must have just been that one method. Oh, okay. We're not resetting our happiness properly. But that's okay. More explicit reference, yes. More explicit reference, absolutely. Is yes. I mean, that totally makes sense. I just am amazed that it's like essentially these two overloads. Well, if you squint at them, they differ only by the return by the type of an out parameter. But I guess, yeah, I guess this is what makes it. It is, so it is doing type inference there. It is doing type inference on that, and then yeah, this is a better win, so it's not doing type inference to get to this one. Hey, look, if it works, it works. I'll take it. All right, so our erasing code is not working, but that's okay. Presumably, oh, the happiness stuff is not working. So if I render happiness, yeah, nothing's happy, which means that as soon as I start drawing a track like that, oh my gosh. Oh dear, how do we, what do we do that? How do we clip? No, how do we, what is it? It's like Alt X? I don't even know. My God, someone clip that. That was a work of art. I'm just going to, I don't want to lose the save file, so I'm just going to kill terrains the bad way, just so we don't lose. It's gone perseverance. Very good. Oh no, it's saved! Grr, damn you, end process, for being too nice. Dear, hang on. I got it. Where that? Wait a minute. There we are. Oh, actually, I need to do this. I need to go to OneDrive, my filing system, large layout. I now need a new text file called trains. Whoops, I called it tracks. Trains. Save that. I'm collecting good layouts. Okay, cool. So let's solve some of these problems. Goodness me, look at us. Look at us. We're here debugging. We will put a thing there. We will do this. We will do this. Look at us. Look at us. We're debugging. When's the last time we debugged? Thank you, Mitch, for clipping. Thank you very much. I know there's some way to clip, I think. There's some button I can press, or I don't know. Okay, let's do a track, and we better join them up, and let's do an arrays. Alright, so we are removing, and we have got a value. We are setting our owner. Oh yeah, we didn't do anything here. Cool, well, that makes sense. So, if the collection is null, then I've forgotten what we do. What did we do? What did we do? We refresh neighbors true. Easy enough. I really should have put to-dos or something in code here. The last time we debugged instead of rebugged. Very nice. Game board can't be null. Oh. Oh, look at that. What the? Oh, so before we removed... No, we needed... it needed... It was after we removed, but we still had a link to the owner. That's very interesting. So we need to do this. We need to assume that we already been removed from our parent. But look at where we go. Tell me made this. We won't be back. It's reporting. Code needs more whimsy. Yes, very good. If not null. Oh yeah, no, it's whoops, it's this. Yeah, I don't even know what that exception is. It's this one. That's what we need. If we have a track layout, refresh our neighbors before we get rid of it. That should be the answer. Debugging. I'm already not debugging again. I've broken my own, well, I won't say rule. Rule. Erase. Yay! Okay, that works. Alright, so I think the only thing we then didn't implement was this bit, which I definitely know is a problem. So let's talk serialization. Should we talk serialization? Interesting. Yeah. Let's talk serialization. So this needs to be able to store trees, and it needs to be able to store happiness. Now I did see someone in the chat, I think it might have been Adrian a while ago, say that trees could be an asterisk. And that makes perfect sense, except one thing that you aren't expected to know, but I happen to know because I remember, is that in our tree renderer we have this, there is actually state about a tree, there is a tree seed. And so the way that the trees are done, because Scott is an all-knowing genius, is that every tree is slightly different, and each tree therefore needs to store a seed. If the seed isn't the same, then every time your tree would be redrawn, it would like wobble a bit. I don't expect anyone will care at all if you close the game and then reopen it and the trees don't look identical, but I maybe kind of care. So for a tree, we need an asterisk, but we also need to be able to store the seed. So I'm thinking, can trees be happy? That's a very good question. At the moment, no, but I suspect if they form shrubs, yes. That's a very good one. Thank you. Derived seed from colon reference. Yeah, okay, so I can either not worry about seeds, I can derive the seeds, all the things. But the fundamental problem is the ASCII art train serializer or track serializer is very limited, and I don't want it to be. I think I want to serialize the trains as well, like especially when you get wonderful layouts like this. If you start putting some trains on here, I don't want these trains to go away. I want to serialize the trains. So yeah, the format needs to change. Yes, Mitch, listing things at the end of the file is pretty much the only option for now, but I think it might be time to get rid of the whimsy of the ASCII art. Trees could be in a separate file. I mean, I guess happiness could be in a separate file. We just have to change this string to be a string array. Yeah, something needs to happen. Something needs to happen, that's for sure. See, if happiness is in a separate file... Happiness, ASCII art is extra file. Yes. True. I don't need to get rid of it. Yeah, I mean, really what I should do is create a JSON track serializer that serializes things to JSON and just be done with it. It was to keep the ASCII out. That's how we roll. We don't like removing code here, especially not whimsical code. These trains. I'm gonna do this again because I love doing this. Shortcut to opening Windows. Look at it. Look at the wonderfulness. Wow, that A looks terrible when you do it like that. Look at that. It says trains. Come on. How cold is your heart, Roman? Is that not wonderful? Is that not the best thing you've seen? Alright, so we need to shoehorn happiness into there. So let's do this. We are going to serialize. We are going to append 2 dashes. And then we are going to, for each, what do we got? Track in tracks. Is tracks or is tracks static entities? It is static entities. Yeah. So we're going to do this. They're the only ones we'll have serialized, so that's cool. Now hang on. How am I going to do this? Yeah, I guess we just do this again. Yeah, alright, let's just do this again. So we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do if track.happy. I guess we don't need if track is null or track isn't happy. And we can just append H. Tiny binary codec will run through. Yes, it absolutely will. But I can't be bothered fixing it now. Oh wait, maybe I should just fix that. Might that be easier? Wait, let me see how horrible this code is to... How horrible is this code to try and work with? This is probably the way to go, isn't it? Just convert this into a serializer. Oh god, look at this. Look at this. Okay, I'm sticking with this one. Oh wow. I didn't know there was a code analyzer for that. Cool. Sorry, catching up on chat. Wouldn't it be better to build this part while you were going through the rows and columns? Yes, but I don't care. Second still better than yes, you could do that. You can get them in order and can store them in order, read them back. Well, they are still going to be getting in order and they're still going to be read in order. It's just slightly less efficient. Yeah, alright, fine. Happiness. Yeah, I mean, actually, if they're going to be... I don't need them to be in the right position at all, do I? Because now I know where the tracks are. So I can just go, if this track is happy, then we append H, and otherwise we append a space. And then we append our... Oh, wrong string builder. Alright. Thank you, Adrian. Well spotted. The delay robs you of your glory, I apologize. Alright, so then when we're reading these in, this is lines.length divided by 2 minus 1, if my math is correct. But I need to read the... No, wait, hang on. Stop. That's all in one line. So I can just... Sorry, it's not divided by 2. It's that. And then we can go with... happiness. Yeah. Lines. Now, how do we get the last one? Is it squiggle 1? And then I can to array that. Well, is that last or is that second last? I can never remember because I've barely used indexes, but I think nice use of index, you say, and yet I don't know how this works. Can I like go to def on the indexer? I don't know if this will tell me. Yeah, int. Thank you. Oh, look. Do you know how an int is stored? There's an int inside an int. That's how it stores its value. Anyway, let's find out. Because I can't remember anything about C#. Oh well, that's not true. I can't remember anything about C# that I haven't used. So we want to go lines new string 1, 2, 3. So squiggle 1. There's 3. Okay, cool. What's 0? Index out of range. Okay, so it's count. So that must be count. But yeah, we want 1 back from the count. Cool. That makes sense. All right, so we have our happiness line. So when we read a track, and only when we read a track, we go happy is equal to happiness. You need an index in there, plus equals H. Was it a capital H or a lowercase h? It was a capital H. And then we have an index, which is 0. I think that'll work. Very untested. Well, it's not going to work this time. Bugger. Now my file is corrupt. I've done something similar to storing a binary tree before. Really? You've tried? Do you have a happiness in your trees? Const those bad boys. The H's? Who cares? Yeah, so that failed. That's fine. I don't care. I mean, I care a little bit, but not much. Wait a minute. Does load share code load the happiness, or do we reevaluate? No, it must load, otherwise it wouldn't work. Okay, so they're all happy. And we reload. That almost worked. Off by 1. Does anyone remember what the track looked like? I assume it went straight down here. I gotta check the... It reevaluates, really? That seemed bad. Whoops, absent. Okay, so all the tracks are there. Oh, did I... See how that says C? Oh, dearie me. Dearie, dearie me. Ah, dear. That's funny. Oh, so actually this -1 doesn't even matter because it just doesn't map to anything, so it doesn't load as a track. Oh dear, that's hilarious. Yay! Okay, are they all happy? They're happy. Alright, cool. Hey, that actually improved the game. The game is slightly better now than it was. Slightly less dodgy. No functional changes, but that's life. Okay. I think it's 10 o'clock at night. My alarm is going off that says you might be tired by now. I think we might be ready to add trees. I think maybe we're there. But in the interest of speed. No, that's okay. Okay, we need a tool. Let's add a tool. Where's our track tool? Our track tool is there, which means we can add our tree tool right here. And now I have to remember how to run. Whoops, how to run a tool. iTool. Okay, sure. Alright, track tool. Yeah, let's copy this. Alright, trees should be where? Let's put them above. Right, let's put them below tracks. It is called tree. It is in build mode only. We need a track layout, which we're going to call... I got to rename the world for this. This is a tree. Now, what does a tree need? Nothing. Good. And we are valid. We are only valid if there is nothing in our column and row. Yeah, that makes sense to me. True? Oh, thank you. True. Muscle memory. That's why every time I write the word test, I write text instead, because I used to be a Windows Forms developer for like 400 years, and it's a very old habit. It's hard to break. Okay, so that's going to create a tree, and now, whoops, in our nature renderer, we're going to pull that tree back out again. We're going to say tree renderer dot render on this canvas. Oh, I need to move the canvas. Right. Makes sense. We need to do all of this nonsense. Yeah, let's clip it as well. Oops. Lost nature renderer. Oh, I can use new fanciness. Watch this. Using... Oh, no, I can't. Never mind. Okay, ignore that. So canvas, and then a tree seed. Okay. Let's worry about that later. And... store. Oh, why is word wrap on? How disgusting. Let's just do that. Congratulations, Darren! Well done. Parameters. I need that. Oh god. Frac parameters. What a terrible name. I mean, it was always terrible, but now boy, do you really notice it. Track dot column, no, tree. The code is a nightmare. Have you not paid? Well, no, you probably haven't been paying attention to the last 2 hours of this stream, but rest assured, your nightmare code has found a good home. We're going to put a train on, and now we're going to draw some trees. Darren, are you watching? Scott, are you watching? I didn't work. Could do something similar for track variations. Track variations. You could track. Wait. Tree tool. Yeah, that's right. Okay, we are back to debugging. Let's do this and tree tool. Lost a link. Does the ease valid need negation? Yes, it does. Thank you very much. I'm so confident in what you've done. Well, no, I am going to test it, but very good. As happiness. Could do the same, similar for track as happiness for saving them. Yes, I mean, you mean for... Well, so saving the trees is fine because they can actually be asterisks. Saving the seed is perhaps more interesting. But something like happiness. Tree. Boom. Unable to cast a tree to a track. I mean, that makes sense. Can you, like, break at the point where someone's trying to? Minimap! Ah, minimap. Who forgot the minimap? Funny that it just compiled. It just... everything worked. The minimap. So adding the variation Scott suggested doesn't need a new ASCII character in the image. I don't mind about a new ASCII character to be added. I think the tree being an asterisk. Come on. Track layout. Oh, did I not? Alright, fine. Oh, you know what I really actually don't like? Should it be possible to enumerate generic entities at all? Maybe, see it. Unfortunately, it's not possible for this to not implement the non-generic enumerable. It would be a nice way to track problems like this. Yeah. Can't type. Encode the seed into a Unicode character and write that to the file, but it won't look like a tree. An asterisk looks like a tree. Talking about tracks, not trees. Sorry, Mitch, you've lost me. You're talking about tracks having variations as happiness for saving them. I don't think Discord chat handles. It's a tree! Oh, look at the beautiful trees. Do they come back? No, they don't, because we haven't done the same. Like, so I'm talking about this. You can, I mean, I'm sorry, you can have a go again. So, wait, let me... Could do something similar for track variations as happiness for saving them. So adding the variations Scott suggested doesn't need a new ASCII character in the image. Okay, let me check. What did the ASCII character Scott suggested? That looks cool. That's way too many trees. Eraser needs to be fixed. Oh yeah, whoops, didn't change that. That's cool. All right, they definitely need a seed because they all look very, very uniform. Over 2,000 characters. We have PRs, Darren. You can just submit code. All right, stop drawing trees. Okay, what are we gonna do? Let's do some variations. So we need to do the seed in stuffs. Do we need any of that? So I think I like the idea of the seed being on here because then refresh could set the seed. How many? Is this just a random number or is this an index into an array? Cached styles. How many styles are there? Index max styles. There are 100. Okay, tree seed mod. Cool. So yeah, I kind of like the idea that this is just so this dot seed is random. Oh my god, I just typed an M underscore for a field. Wow, I haven't done that in a while. Hello? Of course, one I already did that. So this is random.next. I don't even know, doesn't matter. Yes, sure. And then we can just do the same thing here. Who cares? I kind of like that. And then, what's wrong with that? Oh, yes, sure. And then, so in our nature renderer, we can just pass that in. And then, yeah, we can just save that. Let's have a look and see what happens. Coal times 100 plus row. Yeah, I mean, that, I don't know. I kind of like the fact that it'll look different every time you play the game. Oh, that is so cool. It just looks, it's great. Are they two colors of green? It's super subtle if they are. Top tree, base tree, yeah, they are. That is, maybe, again, my eyesight, but that is super subtle. Look, you can just see the different color. At least I can. Awesome. All right, so let's get to our serialization. Oops. Yeah. Oh, actually, I should let's just test some things, just to make sure we've caught all the exceptions. God, there's so much cleanup to do. And I'm liking the name collection less and less. All right, so can we draw a track on a tree? Okay, that is a problem. We need to fix that. They shouldn't move. Wait, what does that do? So I've forgotten how you do. It's when you do that. So if I try and draw a tree there. Oh, so that works. Okay, so we need to fix that's a problem. Can I put a train on a tree? No, I can't. Okay, that's good. Oh yes, eraser. Okay, eraser and tree tool. So, track tool was fine. Train tool was fine. Eraser. This is easy. That is easy. That's done. Tree tool. Animated trees with seed refreshing periodically. Ooh. That's actually really easy too, because each tree could take in the game timer. Well, no, then they get their own times. Anyway, that's pretty cool. This, Okay, so we are valid. Ah, this is interesting. No, wait a minute. Why? What the? So we're valid if there isn't anything there. Oh, that was... Sorry, that wasn't tree tool, that was track tool. What am I saying? Okay, valid is always true. That's because you can reset the tracks. Okay. So this one is valid if there is wait a minute. So track tool is valid if there is a track there or if there's nothing there. Yes, right. I was trying to think if I could do that in one go, but I can't. So if there's nothing there or there is a track there, which is annoyingly not the same as if there's not a track there. Entity collection, no it doesn't. I don't like the name entity collection at all. Okay, cool. So that's fixed. Erase tool is fixed. Double check. Double check, double check. How do you feel about work in progress PRs? I feel fine about them. I'm just not going to merge them. I have no problem with work in progress PRs. So we draw some trees. We can click. Oh, I need to fix that. Okay. Yes. Okay, that works. That's good. I think the pointer, the preview, needs to obviously go away here. Does preview not have any kind of validity? No, I guess it doesn't. Wait, it should though, shouldn't it? If the current tool, we get a preview for the current tool. If the preview, yeah, okay. So preview is null and value is valid for, where are we? Don't have a column in a row yet. Okay, that should fix the preview. Tree tool needs the same treatment as tracks, which is actually annoying. Kind of wondering if maybe we had a contains method that does that logic. Might be nicer. Okay, so draw some trees, refresh our trees, and yay! Cool, everything works. I'm happy. Is empty or T? Yeah, pretty much. Contains. I mean, really, this this doesn't need to be try get. It just is contains. Yeah, let's do it. Contains. I do like it. That is empty or T. That's a good name. The only downside is you can't use type inference, but actually that doesn't matter because we're not using type inference in those cases anyway. Use empty or T of T. And we're doing that, and we're setting static entity is nothing, or it's a T. And I probably don't need this, but just for consistency, I think that's better. Does that need to go on the interface as well? Yeah. Okay. I think we're good. Null or T would be more accurate. Null or T would be not more accurate, but if you're asking, I mean, essentially this, yeah, this name is terrible. This is, maybe it's just a game layout. It's like, is this cell empty? So I think logically empty is better. Whether that's stored as null is sort of it's sort of implementation detail. So this is, it is valid if it's empty or T of 3. Alright, and fractal gets the same treatment. I just realized my attempt at concise commits is gone out the window tonight, by far. Yeah, well, I should. Maybe game layout's better. These tool classes are ace. I do like the tool classes. I like that the previewer works with the tool but has no link to it. So good, because it's just like, hey, hello, I'm one of them. That's awesome. Yeah. Some kind of collection type here. That might be something for next week, maybe. Some kind of automatically generated factory that wraps this, but allows me to essentially say here, like, this is a filtered list. No, well, a filtered list doesn't make sense, but this is a, you know what I mean. Some way to get a view over that collection and be able to say, hey, is there a track there? The problem with that is once you get a view over the collection, things get weird, because now it's like empty. There could be something that is not empty, but you also can't see it in your view. So I don't know what that API would look like, but that's an interesting idea. All right, serialization, and we are done. We have added trees. So this track direction stuff is not long for this world. So what we need instead of track direction is we actually need to ask the track for a unique identifier to describe itself. But we'll worry about that later. So if... No, let's do serialize first. I like to do serialize first. So this can go away. This is an iStatic entity now. And if it's null, then great. If it's a track, is track. So we'll open this entity. Cool. And else if is free, and we will append an asterisk. So how are we going to append our seed? Well, our seed is 1 to what? We could, if we reduce our seed, it's currently 1 to 1,000, which is unnecessary. If we reduce it down, now it needs to be more than 100 though, doesn't it? Does it need to be more than 100? How does math work? We could just append a character if we can get it down to within the ASCII table. That might work. Or we just append another line with seed information. New trees each time, you think? It's certainly the lazy way, and you know how much that appeals to me. Okay, so this is... what are we doing here? Current. VP, it was 9 PM that totally sent trees. Yeah, I mean, you're probably right. Oh, that was certainly easy. Ooh, new tree. Yeah. And then tracks. Oh, that even doesn't need to change. Okay, well, so this should be easy. Because this should work. I doubt anyone's going to notice. the main thing with the seed in storing it is because if you didn't store it in the tree itself, every time you like click this button, all those trees would go and redraw themselves. Which it almost looks like they're doing. It's jagged enough. Alright, let's see if that works. Nope. We're gonna look in here first. Hey, we got trees! I'm with Scott. Next time we can do seeds and animations. Uh-oh. An element with the same key but a different value already exists in store entity. What am I using? Oh, immutable dictionary. Ouch. Oh. No, wait, what? Oh, my set is probably assuming they're all tracks, isn't it? Yeah, this one. This one. No, that should work. Interesting. I've got a prototype for tree animation. Can you control wind direction? Store entity. Why are we getting... Okay, hang on. What does store entity to? That takes that. Sets owner, add. How do we ever get the same row and column? Oh, I'm an idiot. It's because I'm not initializing the tree properly. Ah, dear. There we are. Need to set tree and goal. Yes, thank you. You've got 2 patterns. Yes, they have 2 patterns. We need a generic construct me a thing method. Hey, we got trees. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Boy, that was the world's longest ever stream to get trees, but well, I don't care. They look fantastic. Check out my trees. So good. Got one set of code that reads it as a param and another that reads it off the static entity. I've got one set of code that reads it as a param. So the add, yes, the add takes it as a param, the other one doesn't. Yes, you're right. But the serializer case, it's just that these are just dumb lists. So yeah. I love the train start sideways. Oh, when you put them on. Oh. Yeah, they start either to the right or down. And if you put it on a curve, well, you have to guess which way they start, or no. And if you accidentally put in the wrong one. But don't forget, clicking on tracks in order to put down trains. I want to get rid of that eventually. You know what? That's awesome. I love it. Should I quickly just rename all of these things? That is the question. I really don't like... No, not developer command prompt. I really don't like that name, iStatic, whatever. I really don't. iStatic entity collection. I kind of want to call it game layout. I want to also rename this method because it's annoying. Did that just go away? No. How do you want me to raise collection changed event? Does that make you go away? What is going to make you go away? Raise collection? Raise changed. I've done something. What is the method name that we shall call this? Or do we just globally suppress this thing? Oh, we need to open the file first. This one? Nope. This one. Here we will say thank you very much, but off you go. Static entity collection. Yeah, I think it's a game layout. No, wait. Does game layout imply that it also stores trains? It does. Alright, I'm going to leave it. Fixed game layout. Static game layout. Let's do this. Well, the game, yeah. So currently the game board stores the movables, which I don't mind. Actually, I should make. What is train inherits movable? Oh, we do still need all of that horribleness, but we can do this because that has a column. Yes, good. Okay, did I just introduce another 600 compilers in my project? Dear. 1028. Should we tackle tests? Probably not. Train doesn't implement column and row. What? Really? Oh, it's internal. Oh, get rid of all these. These are not intentionally internal. Alright, we have not introduced findings. Everything in the air and everything is just an identity. So the issue with everything being an identity is, well, it's not an issue necessarily, but so currently this thing is stored in a dictionary, and if everything's just an entity, then trains and tracks need to be allowed to overlap. So that's interesting. It's maybe doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't know. All right, I gotta commit it. My God, like, oh no, wait, I need to rename track layout first, because am I really just going to call this static entity collection? I really don't want to do that. God, I tell you what, naming things, it's just the worst part about being a developer, isn't it? Just, like, it's so hard to name things. It's the struggle, friends, is very real. Tiny binary codec. Tiny binary codec needs work. Tiny binary. So, where does it actually, row groups, write multiple, oh my God. Encode row, that's what I want, and then row tracks. So this does this. I'm gonna try it. Oh, you want to work on it? All right, fine. Okay, no worries. You can add tree support to try and. I mean, that says it all, right? Thank you, Scott. Yes, you've saved me from staying up till 11 p.m. Oh, it's gonna. The tests. Oh, the tests. Because the build's not going to pass, and it's not going to publish. Alright, let me just compile. I want to see how bad it is. There are 2 bits left for storage, so it'll be a screen. Well, feel free to adjust the seeds, the range of seeds on the trees. You know that better than me anyway. Alright, add track. I'm going to make a extension method for this. Yes, this is going to work nicely. Void track. Totally forgot about that exception in there. Make it fluent. You make it fluent. Cool. Did that fix all of them? I mean, that would have been just lucky, right? track layout. We can, so we can get rid of these now. We can put these back. The few that I fixed, which is just hilarious. Track. We can control Shift H that fella. Do I need to set owner? I probably do. You're right, I do. Let's add it first. How are we going for errors? Namespaces. Yeah, I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of it. I really wish Visual Studio had that feature where you can say don't include the folder name in the namespace, but sadly it doesn't, and it's annoyingly hard to add as well. I've talked about it a few times. Okay, apparently it compiles, which is a shock. Do I dare run them? If only we knew someone who said. Also, this is the funny thing. I used to be on the project system team, which is who would own that, and that's where I've talked about it. But well, not anymore. So, well, maybe that means I can nag them more, and they just can't assign it to me. It's always the risk of nagging people when you work on the team. It's like, yeah, that's a great idea. Here, go do it. Which did happen to me last week. Last week I suggested, so in C#, you can have a private method, as we all know. You can have a protected method, as we all know. And you can have a private protected method. And last week in a meeting, I happened to suggest that, hey, when you press F1 on this, maybe it shouldn't take you to the private help. Because, of course, that's not what you're doing. And everyone said, yes, that's a good idea. And then I got assigned the issue to fix it. And that's when I found out that you can do protected private, static, async, new. These things, the order just doesn't matter. Ugh, horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. But I kind of love it because I learned something new. How is there not even a namespace, like a using directive to get rid of when I move all these? I really don't understand this. Tests. Ooh, they almost all passed. Alright, this is going to be a set owner problem, I'm guessing. Was it right down, right up, down? Wow, it's not a... What? This is... Wait. Hang on a minute. Are these real bugs? Does anyone remember what the sideways hairpin or the fishhook looked like? I think the fishhook was this. No, that's too long. I buggered that one up. Hang on. I wonder if the tests are finding bugs. I don't think so. Hang on, let's follow the instructions in the test. So, sideways hairpin. So that's column, comma, row. So 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Wait, what? Did I no, I did that wrong. It's 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, yes. Yeah, that's working fine. Okay, so the tests are busted, not the game. That's good. And so what's the failure on that one? It should be horizontal, but it's left, right, up. That's... a worry. Oh, I know. I need to call... Oh no, what am I doing? I don't need to call set owner. This thing calls set owner. And that thing calls refresh. Is it because I'm calling set owner twice? Yeah, no, set owner is called by the collection. This is a real, this isn't a mock, this collection. Because I abhor mocks. So set owner is called in here. So I wonder if calling set owner twice was the problem. Yes, it will have refreshed its neighbors again. It was you who told me to add the set owner call. Come on, run the test. What? Wow, they really do take... Oh, it's the performance tests. Hero was going to say they really do take a while, don't they? 30 seconds. Look at that, 30 seconds for performance test and 2.4 for all of the rest. I love it. Okay, cool. All the tests pass. All right, excellent. Now I can wait. Get rid of commentator code. Now I can check this in. Fix the tests. Awesome. Thank you very much, everyone, for hanging out. That was good fun. Thanks for all of your wonderful chatting. I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out. Don't forget, if you want emojis, join the Discord. Where... Oh, well, we can... Let's a preview of the Discord. Look at this. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, Darren has been just... Whew, look at it. It's great. Catch up here. Oh, thank you, Scott. Yes. Thanks, Sparky. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thanks, Roman. Let's see if there's anyone to raid quickly. And if you can hang around, that's great. And if you can't, no problem at all. Don't look at the PR. I promise. Quickly do that. See, there is just never anyone on when the time What have we got? We got... Is Tim working or is he racing? Let's raid Graham Weldon because we haven't before. Because he's a live coder. And I need to mute. Okay. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks if you're going to come along for the raid, although I'm not going to be hanging around for long, but I appreciate you if you do. And yeah, we will catch you next week. Bye bye, folks.